Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
Glenn Youngkin hears this music and he wants to jump right onto a campaign stage at a rally. He wants to start throwing basketballs to the crowd and starts asking for their votes. But sadly, he's in his final year as governor of Virginia. He's not running for anything that we know of, and so we'll just have to use it as his walk-on music. Governor Youngkin, good talking with you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, good morning, Larry. Good morning, Patrice. I hope you're well. Listen, thanks for letting me join you this morning. Can I just start by thanking all of our first responders this week?
Please.
You know, we've had some heavy rain, and we've had some flash flooding in Petersburg and in Warrenton and Fauquier County, and our first responders were amazing. They worked all night. They made sure everybody was safe. They had numerous water rescues, and I'm just so proud of them. And I just want to thank the Lord for our first responders this morning.
Yeah, amen, especially when you see the horrific scenes down in Texas, of course, over the July 4th weekend and looking back to the hurricanes in North Carolina and all of that. It's something that I think people take for granted when they've got a governor, who isn't responsible for looking after these things and making sure that the people of the state or the Commonwealth of Virginia are safe. But I've got to think that this is a daily task for you to sort of be on top of these things and make sure that everything is put in place.
Well, first of all, let me begin. We have amazingly professional first responders. And when I was speaking with fire chiefs and police chiefs and sheriffs this week, they were in action going. The dispatchers were amazing, getting people where they needed to be. The swiftwater rescue crews were acting with the great training and professionalism that they have. And we have great teams. But I will tell you, one of the things that I have made a top priority is we're going to move fast. We're going to move state resources where needed. And I'm just so proud of everybody and how they executed this week.
Well, and I heard that you and your family had a firsthand sort of experience with those Texas floods. Is that right?
Well, my family, we've had a family place on the Guadalupe River for a long time. And we had my family plus some guests down there on 4th of July. I was up in Virginia doing a naturalization ceremony down in Hampton Roads, and they were very lucky. I have to say, by God's grace, they escaped any major peril. Although there was a period of time where they were not safe, and our hearts pour out. I mean, there's 135 souls that have been lost in the Guadalupe floods in Texas, and there's still 100 people missing. Again, the first responders were amazing. The search and rescue teams have been absolutely dedicated to recovering every single victim. And we've had folks on the ground from Bristol, from Newport News, from Virginia Beach helping. And I just want to thank all of them for, once again, recognizing that this takes everyone in order to recover from a flood like this. And so, again, our hearts pour out, and we just lift everybody up into God's grace for those horrific floods in Texas.
Amen. Amen. Shifting gears just a little bit to talk about business investment in Virginia. You announced at Google's headquarters an interesting partnership to boost AI workforce training development and other, areas of expanding AI. Can you talk to us about what the goals that you're trying to accomplish with this are?
Of course, first of all, Virginia's job opportunities have grown enormously over the last 3.5 years. There's 270,000 more people working today than we had just 3.5 years ago. We have $120 billion of investment that has been committed by companies that are either expanding here or new ones that are coming, and that is a record amount by far. And that underpins another 80,000 jobs that will be developed in the Commonwealth of Virginia. One reality, of course, is that AI is making its presence felt in jobs. I mean, it's changing the way work is conducted. And I want to make sure everybody has the training that they need in order to be the workforce of the future. And this ranges everywhere from the folks in advanced manufacturing all the way through to folks in marketing and customer service to, of course, yes, the tech community. And so we had a great chance to announce this week a fabulous new program that comes right on top of our virginiahasjobs.com webpage, where you can go and find up to 200,000 job opportunities, about half of which require a bachelor's degree, about half of which don't, all over the state, but about half of which are in Northern Virginia. Yeah. And we've added an AI page. And this AI page allows folks to go get training. They can get a certificate, a credential to see how AI is going to help them be a much more valued employee going forward. Everything from from AI essentials all the way through to beginning to get a credential to become an AI application coder. And the net of it is, it doesn't cost anything through the Google program. They have dedicated 10,000 free scholarships that it can be used over and over again. It's like a library book. When somebody uses it, they turn it back in, they use it again. This is about workforce of the future. It's a great step for us.
Well, and at a time when Democrats are only, whining about federal job cutbacks and sort of trying to say that they're going to try to pressure the federal government to keep jobs, you're actually looking at private sector jobs. And it's remarkable that there are that many in Virginia available right now. You would think that the other political party, the Democrats, would also want to focus on that to give people good paying private sector jobs. Governor Youngkin, the AI and tech corridor and data centers, that requires a lot of electricity. And while we see on the northern side of the Potomac, Maryland is facing an energy and electricity crisis, I saw that you were opening a nuclear power facility in Virginia. That's huge if nuclear can make a comeback in Virginia.
Right out of the box, we launched our all-American, all-of-the-above energy and power plan in Virginia. We need it all. Listen, the previous administration had Virginia's power outlook flat, and that of course assumed a flat economy, flat job growth, and I think a flat opportunity for Virginians. And Virginia is growing. We're growing jobs, we're growing economic opportunity, and we need more power. And therefore, the opportunity for nuclear is really huge, and it's something that we have been pushing from the very beginning. And yesterday, Framatome cut the ribbon on another facility in Lynchburg that will hire another 500 people, and they've invested $50 million. And the next step for baseload, reliable, affordable, and guess what? Nuclear is clean. Power is in Virginia, and that's why we're pushing so hard. I think this will be literally the bedrock of the power future of Virginia and America.
Hey, Gov, you got a family in Iowa? Where I see you're doing a big fundraising dinner for the Republican Party in Iowa. What are you doing in Iowa?
Well, so I've been invited every year to go, and I've just not had a chance to go. And I said yes this year because, listen, my grandfather was from Iowa. He's one of 8 kids. I have a ton of cousins there, and I'm good friends with Kim. I'm good friends with Kim Reynolds, and so it was an opportunity to go talk about Virginia. And it's really so encouraging that so many folks around the country see what we've done in Virginia with our job growth, with backing the blue and seeing murders go down 30% with the reforms that we put in education. Where
you're going to get that message out across the country, like Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, places like that.
Well, I'm spending the vast majority of my time in the Commonwealth of Virginia, but I have to say it is really encouraging to have people want to hear what's going on in Virginia. And so, we have a great track record. I want to make sure everybody understands it. But on top of that, it is the track record that, of course, underpins this next election. You see, this next election where Winsome Sears will not just continue, but will accelerate the great job creation, accelerate public safety and back in the blue, accelerate putting parents at the head of the table, accelerate making Virginia the best place to live, work, and raise a family. We want a Marine. We want someone who's run a small business. We want someone who's got experience, not just in our legislature in Virginia, but being our lieutenant governor, locked arm with me through this. And that's what Winsome Sears is. And that's why I think making sure everybody understands how important it is that Virginia literally went from careening to become California, which is what the old administration was trying to do, to actually being one of the leading lights in the country, is so important. And of course, Winsome's opponent wants to take us right back to California.
Yep,
I mean, she doesn't want to cooperate.
She's raising enough
ICE.
money from California, so that's exactly what she did.
Exactly.
Governor Youngkin, we hope we're going to hear from.
That is the distinct comparison going into 2025. Is a chance for us to continue to accelerate the great things that we're doing behind a great leader in Winsome Sears, or go back to the days where they're trying to turn us into California and make Virginia one of the bottom states instead of one of the tops. And that's why this election is so important. And I'm asking everybody, it's time to go to work. We did it in 2021 because we locked arms and we did what we need to do. And it's time to get moving across the Commonwealth of Virginia to elect Winsome Sears our next governor.
We hope to hear from you a lot between now and Election Day in November, and I know that this is a passionate campaign for you because it does cement your legacy and it makes sure that we don't go backwards.
Yes.
And let's not forget, you laid out a lot of great achievements, but you overlooked one. Under your watch in 2023, Charlottesville, Virginia was named the Wine Enthusiast Wine Region of the Year. And that should be at the top of the list, I think. I mean, that was because of you and your wine ambassador.
Maybe our wine ambassador had a lot to do with it, Larry. And I think at the end of the day, it does point that Virginia's leading on lots and all fronts, and that's why we want to make sure everybody knows it.
Thanks, Governor
Thank you,
Youngkin.
Governor.
Have a good one. Welcome home from Iowa. Good to have you back.
Have a blessed day. Thanks so much.
Yes. Did I mention he was in Iowa?
About 5 times, yes.
Did you know that next month he'll be in South Carolina?
Oh.
Yeah.
He probably has cousins there.
He's got family everywhere. Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia. It's 8:17.